because it's already been running for, I'm going a minute. So I just want to time it from a minute. We'll say 30 seconds. So it's arguing against the, it's basically calling me irrational for insinuating that Operation Gladio had, the official story. See, here we go right here. Okay, to do all his worldly power to prevent godless forces of communism from taking control of Rome. So that's the overarching narrative that has actually come out, quote unquote, been exposed about Operation Gladio, is that it was a covert operation designed to counter the spread of communism, the rise of communism, not just the spread of communism, and prevent a potential Russian invasion. So that's the official exposed story. So if we go another layer down, who did it benefit the most? And I posited, look at how it's still going too. I posited the question. I've never had one still go like this. It's probably going to kick me out. I posited the question, well, did monarchs in Europe participate? I don't want to move because I want you to see how long this is taking. But this is up in this conversation. If it kicks me out or it gives me a thing, then I'll go up. Or if it gets to 5 minutes, then I'll go up. So, and just to show you the course of the conversation, because this has been the most frustrating, no, not the most, but this has been, I don't like Bing at all. I use ChatGPT and Gemini. Gemini is the second best, in my opinion. ChatGPT has shown me the most evolution over my course of using it since October 2023. So I posed the question, okay, well, the monarchs, what about monarchs in Europe? Did they ignore it? Did they resist it? Or did they condone it to be nice? And then it came out with, well, there's no direct evidence that monarchs, da 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 da. And I said, well, what would be direct evidence? And I said, oh, well, direct evidence would be bank statements, official documents. Okay. Again, these are the monarchs that have stayed in power by using covert terrorism within their own countries to maintain one family's domination over an entire fucking population. Okay. So it said there's no direct evidence. Okay. I'm going to just, because we get the gist of it. Okay. So here we go. Oh. So, all right. Well, how about this for some direct evidence? Post Pie soon realized he needed millions more of cash from Uncle Sam, since 50% of the Italian people were now aligned with the PCI. He was no stranger to U.S. intelligence agents. At the close of the war, the Pope, along with Monsieur Giovanni Battista Montini, his Undersecretary of State, had worked with Dulles and the OSS to create the rat lines used to help Nazis escape Europe. Sometimes he viewed and sometimes he was viewed as an essential means to address the threat of communism. Several prominent Nazis included Walter Roth, who had led an extermination unit for the SS across Italy, still remained sheltered within Vatican City, ready to join in the struggle against the Red Menace. In 1945, the Pope had held a private audience with Wild Bill Donovan to discuss the implementation of Gladio, and had decorated him as a crusader against communism with the Grand Cross of the Order of St. Sylvester, the oldest and most prestigious of papal knighthoods. Now the Holy Father remained determined to do all in his worldly power to prevent the godless forces of communism from taking control of Rome, the holy and eternal city, including the spilling of blood. Operation Gladio, the unholy alliance between the Vatican, the CIA, and the Mafia, 2015. Paul L. Williams. All right, so we can see where it's at. Now, why is it having such a big struggle? Give you two components. One, I'm going to show, I will still wait for 5 minutes. Oh, wait, I could do it another way. Okay, I could do it like this. Oh, but I gotta get out of that either way. This is Bing is the worst. The worst. But I'm gonna just show you a picture of it real quick. Oh yeah, okay. I'm going to read this now. With his emphasis on papal monarchy and the importance of the Roman Church, Pope Innocent III introduced Libertas Romanae Ecclesiasia into a decretal, and the phrase was repeated by Popes Nicholas III and Boniface VIII in their decretals. If one judges only by the text in the books of law that were taught in the schools and used in the courts, libertates ecclesiastica supplanted libertates ecclesiastiae after the 12th century. That's a close quote. Ecclesiastical liberties on the eve of the Reformation. Kenneth Pennington, 2016, The Catholic University of America, Columbus School of Law, page 186. Okay. Oh, look, it just gave up. Did it? Yeah, it just gave up. That goes to show you. That's Bing.